In today's podcast, we have a very special guest. We have Jeremy Echols. He is a stage 4 colorectal cancer survivor and a 2025 Fight CRC Ambassador, which is awesome. So, welcome to the podcast, Jeremy.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Very welcome. We're very happy to have you. So, kind of just to start, if you could tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, and what part of the country you live in.
Sure. So, I am originally born and raised in Alabama. I live in Houston, Texas now. So I like
Nice.
warm climates. But yeah, so I studied engineering when I was in college. I work as an IT professional now in the oil and gas field. I've been working for 16 years. So
Wow.
yeah, feels
Wow.
like I just got started not too long ago.
I bet, I bet. No, that's awesome. What a great field and growing field. And and once you got, you transitioned into this post-treatment kind of life, how did you, because I know you mentioned that you were finding, Fight CRC you found through searching, but how did you become an ambassador? Like how did all this
Yeah,
happen?
so this is
It's
actually something
exciting.
it's something I wanted to do for a while, and
Nice.
for a couple of years, I've seen the requests for if you want to be an
Yes.
ambassador, and I would tell myself I should probably do that. I want to do that one day, and then this last year, I
Uh,
was like, okay, one day could be right now. So it's just a
nice.
space that I've always wanted to be in. I thought back to what I was looking for. Like I said, I want to find someone who's a young black man that I can relate to,
Yes.
and I couldn't find too many of those. Like, well, why couldn't I be that for someone else? Because the statistics show that a lot more young people will be diagnosed. There might be someone else who's doing the same thing that I was doing, just searching for just a relatable face, if anything.
Mm.
So I could be that for someone.
Absolutely, and that's beautiful that you wanted to do that, and that's true. The numbers, the statistics, are very high. The numbers are high in the next couple of years. What's predicted, and seeing somebody who looks like you, seeing somebody who's the same age as you,
Yes,
and
yes.
that's like
It's huge,
huge.
yes, because I remember walking through the infusion center, and I'm looking around, and everyone appears to be in their 70s and 80s, and
Mhm.
then there's me. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
exactly.
something about this just isn't right.
Exactly, and it is, it helps, it's almost sometimes I feel like indescribable of how valuable it is to have that person
Mhm.
who, you know, has those other pieces, totally, different because everybody's body is different, everybody's case is different, but, you know, that shares those same, as we always say, generational challenges
Yeah,
and things, and to be like, "Oh, I'm going through this, so are you." And, what's working for you, this is what's working for me. It really makes such a
right.
difference. So I'm so thrilled that you applied and have become an ambassador, and it's awesome. And as part of being an ambassador, I know you guys do a lot of different work. One thing I'm curious is kind of for other people out there who are in their 20s and 30s and 40s, what is your message about colorectal cancer? What would you like them to know?
That colorectal cancer is something to be taken seriously, even at a younger age.
Yeah.
It is not an old man's disease that you just have
Mm.
to check when you get to be 50 years old. The numbers of people who are getting diagnosed younger and younger they're growing rapidly. I saw where colorectal cancer is the number one cancer killer in men under 50 and the number
Yes.
two in women under 50.
Shocking.
Yes. So even with the screening age going lower,
Yeah.
being lowered to 45,
Yeah.
it's still something you should be mindful of. Um, Most significantly is to know what the symptoms are and family history,
Yeah.
because a family history is a huge. Even though I don't have a family history in my, let's say for me,
Mhm.
it's still a very important factor.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and there are a lot of people who end up getting diagnosed, didn't know they had a family
Exactly.
history, right? And then they find out and they're like, "Oh, had I known, I could have been tested for this like 10 years ago." So, no, that's a huge, huge key piece and
Yeah, no, I
greatly
understand why
appreciate.
families keep those type of secrets.
Neither
So,
do
right.
I, neither do I. But yeah, no, that's a great point. But also to your point about there are a lot of people on the flip side who don't, like yourself, and then people don't realize, even though I don't have the family history, this could possibly affect me too, and to have that knowledge. So very, very important.
The main thing is that people tend to believe that it's just an old man's disease.
Mm,
And it's also important just to be mindful of your own health and your own situation. Like people know their body's best, right?
yeah.
And typical path through at least the healthcare system here is the
Mm,
path of least resistance. So if you know your own body, like, hey, this is something that I'm experiencing, this is different for me. And a medical professional says, I don't think it's anything. It might be hemorrhoids. It might be whatever it is. Like, you have to have enough belief in yourself to say, no, I'm either going to get a second opinion or push back and I would say fight for a colonoscopy specifically, because that's the most effective test to determine if there's going to be something significant or not.
Yeah. No,
I know I was in the mindset of, oh, well, this is a doctor. I'm not a doctor. So if they say it, it has to be true. That's not necessarily the case. The doctor isn't an expert in me, and I know me. So I could say, hey, I appreciate your opinion, but I still think that I would like to get another test to confirm that everything's okay.
yeah. No, that's an extremely, extremely important point. You know you best,
Yes.
and for each of us, empower each of us to remember that when it comes to our own health. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the podcast. This has been absolutely amazing to hear your story, to hear your journey through everything, and the difference that you're making as being a Fight CRC ambassador and educating and bringing awareness to this as we all fight to make sure people stay as informed as possible.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. This was
you're
fun.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you.